Hey Fracon, Max Forte back at you with another video. This time it's going to be like a meet the house type of thing. I've done a unboxing slash first impressions of this guy right here, which is Mobster, which I absolutely loved. And ever since I did this first impression, I actually got a few offerings from this house, and of course I'm talking about Dua fragrances. Now, this is a house from a perfumer called Masam, which I'm sure a lot of you have heard through the Facebook fragrance groups. A lot of YouTube reviewers have done reviews on such, house and different offerings from this house. And all in all, from everything that I've tried from these 10 fragrances, all I can say is that they are quality juices. They do last a long time. Not every one of their offerings are going to be for everyone. Out of these 10 fragrances, I'm going to give you a quick rundown, almost like a good, bad, ugly, underrated, overrated from the house. But obviously, it's not going to be that in depth, but I'm going to give you what I think about each one of the compositions that I own. I'm not going to go crazy into the notes and stuff, otherwise the video is going to drag for too long. But what I wanted to do with this video is basically tell you that I'm very, very excited with Dua. I think they have, again, really quality fragrances. Not for everyone, but I think that from everything that they have to offer, you are sure to find something that you're gonna love. So all in all, as I get to these fragrance and offerings, all I want you to do is take this with a grain of salt. This is my opinion, this is my take on these fragrances, this is how much I like them or don't like them. At the end of the day, you have to do your own trying, you have to do your own sniffing to make sure they are good for you or not. But I do enjoy them. I think they're quality juices. I think, again, there's something for everyone to enjoy. I'm not gonna say you're gonna like all 40 plus offerings that they have, but they do have some very unique fragrances like Mobster and like some of the other fragrances that I'm gonna be tackling right now. All right, so first we're gonna be talking about Forest Oud. Okay, so Forest Oud is a fragrance that will give you pine needles, grass, rosewood, Tunisian amber, and Malaysian oud. I'm going to give myself another blast here to remind me of what this smells like. Spray is really good. This is one of the ones that I really enjoy. It has a very unique, it's almost like a chypre kind of fragrance. The pine needle is very prominent up top. It's very grassy, very green. A little bit of sweetness going on. And the dry down, as this progresses, it'll get a little bit ambery, and the oud is very prominent, but it's not very medicinal. This is really nice, very enjoyable. If you don't go crazy on a spray, you can actually rock this all year round, I kid you not. This is one that I really enjoy. It's a really, really good release from this house. Next up, we're gonna be talking about Oud and Sentelum. This one here is a fragrance that has sandalwood, leather, agarwood or oud wood, neroli, cinnamon, rose, amber, and musk. This fragrance here is very unique, to say the least. It's another one that I really enjoy from the house because it's not going to be anything that you have smelled. It's something that's really unique and has a real nice twist to it. By the way, the sprayers on these are really amazing. This is really, really regal. This fragrance here, it's like, to me, a little bit of Tuscan leather by Tom Ford, but a lot sweeter and a lot creamier with the sandalwood, the cinnamon, and the rose. I do enjoy this a lot. I will be rocking this amazingly in the fall and winter. Really, really solid juice. Again, guys, like I said, I'm sure if you try these fragrances, you're gonna like some of these fragrances. This is no exception. This is one of the very unique juices that they put out. Now, the next one we're going to be talking about is Ocean Mist. Now, Ocean Mist, and this is something that generated a little bit of controversy, if you will. I just want to be very brief with this. This company will have fragrances that are going to emulate some of the fragrances that are out in the market. Ocean Mist is no exception. This fragrance here, what this is like, this is going to be like Nautica Voyage on steroids. This one has green leaves, green apple, mimosa, lotus flower, linen, cedar, moss, musk, and amber. And when I say fragrances that emulate something that's already out there, this again is very similar to Nautica Voyage. However, Ocean Mist, if you like that scent and you wanted something a little bit stronger with a little bit more longevity and projection, this was my signature scent on 4th of July. And this stayed on my skin for 14 plus hours. And with Nautica Voyage, I couldn't get past 10, or not even 8. So, if you like a certain fragrance but wish that fragrance gave you more performance, that's what some of these fragrances will do. They will smell like something that you know, but maybe it'll have a little bit of a twist, a little bit of something else that was added into the fragrance that will give you a much better performance, or even a little bit different scent. You're gonna get something that was already there with something else. That's what I get with Ocean Mist. There's perhaps a little more depth, and maybe a little bit, tiny bit more sweeter. The aquatic, the citruses are all in here, but again, all in all, it's I think a better scent to my nose than the Nautica Voyage, and it lasts a long time. Next one we're going to be tackling is Smoked Rose Oud. Now this fragrance here, I don't know what the notes are, and I'm not going to get into the notes because I just don't want this to be a long video. But again, it's got rose, it's got oud, obviously, which is in the name. And I'm just going to spray here and give you guys what I'm picking up. Okay, now Smoked Rose Oud, to me, again, it resembles Godolphin. It resembles Tuscan leather with amped rose, and the oud here is a little more medicinal than the other ouds that I picked up with the other fragrances. It is quite nice, again, if you like Tuscan leather, if you like Godolphin, if you like oud-based fragrances and rose combo fragrances, you're gonna love this fragrance. Again, this is not extremely unique. There's quite a few fragrances that kind of resemble this fragrance, but it is a very nice fragrance. And again, performance-wise, it's not gonna let you down. It's gonna give you a lot of hours. So, really nice as well. Next one here, I think, is a fragrance that will be awesome for all day, every day, any occasion. This is a signature scent all over. This is Pursuit of Happiness. This fragrance here has pineapple leaf, green accords, wuzu, bergamot, orange leaf, mandarin, amber. It's a slew of notes: lavender, cinnamon, pepper, cardamom, musk, cedar, warm sandalwood, vetiver, and incense. I do enjoy Pursuit of Happiness a lot. It has somewhat of a familiar vibe to it. I've smelled fragrances that share this or resemble this kind of scent, but again, it has a real nice twist to it. The notes are really well mashed, very well blended. It's gonna get you noticed, it's gonna get you complimented, and it lasts 12 plus hours. So Pursuit of Happiness is a very aromatic fragrance. The dry note gets a little bit creamier here with the sandalwood, but again, it has some tropical nuances. It has some warmer nuances that will last. You can wear this all year long. This is an all year round scent, and it's one that I really enjoy. It does its own thing. It's unique enough that it's definitely worthy of checking out. Getting to the second half here. Again, some of these more resinous, some of these more, darker, some of these oud fragrances here, with the exception of Ocean Mist, you can't really rock all year round. It's more for like the cooler days, but you get what I'm saying. Next one here, we're going to be talking about Poseidon's Elixir, or a take on Aventus, or something that will give you or resemble Creed Aventus. This is a lot smokier than I would like this to be, at least this batch here that I have. I don't know if this was changed or he tweaked it up, but what I'm getting here is a very smoky Aventus. Almost has some green Irish tweed kind of, there's no notes here, so I'm not able to tell you what the notes are, but I'm sure that there's pineapple in here, and there's going to be a lot of the notes. It's going to share a lot of the notes that Aventus has, but if I have to put this side by side with Aventus or, Cedra Bois by Mancera, this one here is not going to win. I'm sorry to say, but unfortunately, to me, this will be like a good 7, maybe 7.5. But performance-wise, it's great. It'll last a long time. On scent alone, unfortunately, going toe-to-toe with Aventus, this one will not make a dent. I mean, that's just my opinion. It is a nice fragrance, but I think a solid 7 will be very good justice to this fragrance, because it does smells very good, resembles Aventus a little bit, lasts a long time, but I think it's lacking a little sweetness, and it's lacking a little bit of the fruitiness. Next up we have Desert Reflection. Now this here, as the name implies, it's kind of like a take on Reflection Man by Amouage, and this one here is a winner. This to me reminds me of vintage Reflection Man. This is unbelievable. It garners a lot of compliments. It's really amazing. It's exactly like Reflection Man with tremendous power and projection and lasting power. It's just amazing fragrance. Desert Reflection is a solid 10 for me. Lasts all day. If you spray your clothes, it's going to be there the next day. And it's amazing. It's down to the T. This to me is one of my favorites. Next up, we have one here that's really, really good too. Another unique juice. This is Cafe Oud. Again, the sprayers here are just amazing. The mists are just beautiful. Okay, so Cafe Oud is a great take on coffee and oud. I don't have the notes here, but it's like a honeyed coffee with oud. It's got a real nice sweetness to it. This one here is right up Tom Ford's private blends. You know, if you like coffee oud-based fragrances, you're gonna love this fragrance. Again, this is another very unique and really amazing release from this house. And Cafe Oud is one that when winter rolls around and it's really cold out, this is another one that I'm going to be reaching for. Next up, we have Fade O'Clock. Now, Fade O'Clock to me is a great fragrance all year round, signature scent. It comes with rosemary, lavender, neroli, petitgrain, galbanum, clary sage, jasmine, geranium, amber, sandalwood, oak moss, vetiver, and cedar. If you like the powerhouse fragrances of the 90s, perhaps you'll love this one. What this reminds me of right off the bat is a greener, more powerful version of Chanel's Platinum Egoiste. It's exactly what I get out of this fragrance. Really beautiful, great compliment garner. Love to wear this to work. Actually wore this a few times. And if you want Platinum Egoiste that resembles something that was put out in the 90s that has the power, the long lasting, the projection, you really ought to check this one out. Fade O'Clock is amazing. This is another one that I really love from the brand. And the last here but not least is one that I have a full-fledged first impression, and this is none other than the Mobster. This one here is oud, tobacco, sandalwood, patchouli, spiciness, spicy notes, and whiskey. I mean, you saw my first impression of this fragrance. If you like Herod, Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford, if you like those kind of boozy fragrances, this one here is a must. I absolutely love this fragrance. Lasts a long time on my skin, 12 plus hours. The scent is just divine, it's heavenly. One that really needs to be checked out if you haven't tried. I think it's definitely my favorite from the brand, along with Fade O'Clock, Forest Oud, Pursuit of Happiness, and Cafe Oud, I think are my favorites so far. The other ones are really solid as well. So basically what I wanted to do is really give you guys my 2 cents on what I think about Dua. I think Dua is a fragrance house that is a great bang for your buck. If you're looking to get a fragrance that you love, but you're having problems with projection and they have something that's similar to that, you're gonna absolutely get your money's worth. So that's pretty much what I have to say. I don't want the video to drag. I'm not affiliated to Dua. I've gotten these fragrances because I really enjoyed Mobster, and I wanted to see the other things that we're working on. I wanted to see the other things that Massam was working on. And I'm happy to say that I'm very impressed. I'm very happy with what they put out so far. And at the very least, you should check it out. Thank you so much for watching. This was Max Forte with another first impression, meet the house type thing. I will see you guys soon. Stay tuned for more. Bye-bye.